Sorry, we're back with Rookie Rebellion 2's Grand Final, Game 2, with Andres taking game number 1. Oh, actually, I think I've got those colours backwards, haven't I? Yeah, I do. Sorry, guys. Andres picked the player colours because the game didn't bloody start when I was trying to host. So Andres, very greedy opening here, hunting dogs to start with. Wade just going for the single storehouse. Adding a second though. And it's just starting to get hunting dogs himself. So both our players going for expansive early games. No ASAP barracks. No early game spam and push. I mean, they can go for it behind this, but you just don't really end up doing any damage. And the Persian storehouses look so nice. So we've got Andres spawning here as Persia, having swapped from Romans last game. He's in purple. Wade is in red here as the Egyptians we played last game. We're here on Swamp Pass. So previous game was on equal footing. Swamp Pass is very similar, except you've got all this water here. It doesn't look like Wade's really got much in the way of other hunts. Andres has got a second there. Wade doesn't have a... Oh, he's got one there. Has he got one over here and he just hasn't scouted it? Or... Templar Ra being started already. It's a shame I can't look without Fog of War and know from the start. I've got the feeling you should have another hunt here. Because otherwise this is not the greatest of spawns. Granted, neither player is spear rushing, so Andres is going to go for the early barracks, but I think that's just to try and ward off camels. I don't know why he's adding it this early though. He needs to actually get... Oh, there we go, he's aging up. I was going to say he needs to get something in the queue, but he's a smarter player than I. He was saving up for age 2. But ideally you don't want to leave that longer than about 5 seconds. Is there another hunt up here? No. Poor old Wade. Andres has got a close second hunt, but Wade doesn't really... I thought there was going to be one here, but there's not. I'll ask Wade, see what he wants to do. Because, I mean, there's 2 there. It's just that it's a fair bit of work getting onto that with the second TC. He is going to go for an early barracks as well. Andres has gone for a barracks, but hasn't done anything with it. And now just needs a little bit more wood for his second town centre. But this means he's going to have to go for a house as well. Last game, he had the town centre started earlier, so he didn't have to have a house. His 5 villages isn't going to build that in time. I don't know what Wade's actually going to do here. Oh, spam a lot of infantry. He's got a second priestess, but he hasn't done anything with her. He's empowering conditioning and then he stopped and switched, but like he's got the second priestess. Andres. Not on the water. Wade was scouting that out. Andres scouting out over here. Second TC already for Andres. Wade's still only on 1 and he's got the double barracks production. Seen a bit of stone now. Really needs to make use of this lady. Just even put her on the wood line, like it's free resources, it's free real estate, bro. Andres trailing on score because he's just spending better than Wade. Like, Wade has got 400 gold in the bank he can't do anything with. Like, I can understand having 200 in the bank so you can get spearmen while queuing stuff out of your other building. But 600 gold at this stage is just too much. Like, he's not going to need that. So Andres has got 200 gold in the bank because he can get Spyro Champ. For now he's just sort of holding it up because he might actually just go for, you know, he's not gathering any gold, he might just go for a ranger or stables. Whereas Wade's going to keep over gathering gold. Like, he doesn't need 5 villages on gold, maybe 4? If he's going for like just Axeman Slinger production out of the 2 barracks. Struggling for food a little bit. He's over on this other hunt here, so I mean I thought I might have to restart this match, but neither player is really punishing the other to start with, and I mean no one's taking advantage of the fish, which is a big shame because it's one of the highlights of this map. Alright, Andres is going to start fishing. So Eco's 30 villages to 23, so once again Wade is going for this very early sort of push, but because he's not doing anything early on, Andres is taking full advantage of having that villager lead. Like, if these guys just dove this now, it would astronomically improve Wade's chances of winning the game. He is trying to get quick temper and then scale mail hide armor, which is good, but he should be making sure that Andres isn't comfortable gathering outside of both town centers. And sort of punish the fact that Andres has stacked these. Like, I know you can't dive under this. Well, funnily enough, you sort of can. If you don't dive in the middle, if you dive from one side, force him to garrison all these. Anytime there's more than 15 villages, you get to kill anything over 15, because he's going to have to run them away. And yeah, you can punish anything that's not immediately under town centers. And really even delay production going up. And punish your opponent for getting such an economy going. Because as it is, Wade, by the time he gets moving here, Andres won't have immediately caught up on units, but will have the capability to do so, because he'll have so much gathering, he can add 2 or 3 more production buildings than his opponent can. And all he has to do is survive like 20 seconds of fighting. That's a little bit uncomfortable, and then he just wins. So I think this is where Wade's going wrong with this early game temper, this double production and temper before town center opening is going wrong for him. I mean, populations are pretty much neck and neck, and 15 population of Andres is in eco on top of Wade's. So Wade has a bigger army, but the longer he sits back right now, the worse this gets. Like, if you're not going to hit as soon as basically you finish both of these buildings and your opponent's just got his second TC and no army, you know, and start hitting things like that boar that Andres was on, you know, try and kill off the storehouse, force these guys onto berries. If you can do all those things, you can really rattle an opponent and justify playing off one town center longer than your opponent. But as it is right now, I think Wade's trying builds that only work against people that can't actually build properly. And Andres right now is playing really quite well, I think. You know, it's been quite a passive game, but he knows his opponent is playing off 1 TC, get a big army, getting armory upgrades. So playing off 2 TC, all he's got to really do is just sit back, be a bit passive, get armory upgrades himself, have a nice mixed unit composition, maybe get a couple of units to go on raid with, because, you know, you're already head on eco, so anything you kill from there just exponentially puts you further and further ahead. So in fact, Andres has got 2 armories and he hasn't started actually getting upgrades, but he was getting the wood to age up there. And for double, is that double or triple bowman production? Triple. So I don't think you need triple range on Persia. I think double's generally enough, particularly once your opponent starts getting slingers. Because bearing in mind, like, if you're Persia, your 9-second bowman compared to like, what, the 15 of, say, Greeks. And I think it's like 12 for some, or 11 for Babylon. Like, for every 2 or 3 ranges you've got 1 extra range compared to another Civ in terms of train time. And this is a good catch for Andres. Only 6 Asabara, so he doesn't have a huge amount to defend here, but once again, he's got a guard tower on the town center he thinks is going to be attacked. Kills a few villages, so Wade 30 villages to 62. Age 3 is going to kick in, so this makes the town center stronger as well. This is a massive army to have to try and hold though, so... And Wade has got so much stone in the bank and so much wood in the bank, it's a shame he hasn't got a bigger army here, because this would definitely be an even better push than what he's mounted right now. But in saying that, Andres is going to have to try and bring everything back. There's not a huge amount of spears. So as long as Andres can pick off the slingers, I think the town center should be right to actually hold through this. This third TC for Andres is a little while away. But it's going to be hard for Wade to just overrun here, I think. Third TC production's already started. And the second TC, it's got structures around it, so this always makes it easier to actually stop it from going down, because your opponent finds it harder to actually have everything focus it. Like right now, Wade's attacking 3 or 4 different buildings, and he's not really looking like getting anything other than a single stables out of it. So Immortal Camp here as well, so this is nice for Andres. These guys are really, really hardy to have. But they've got tankier than the Axemen. The Slingers don't really hit them for any great amount of damage. The third TC finishes up, so this kind of, I guess, semi-fast third town center for Andres is really going to hold here. He's got a huge amount in the bank. 37 wood gatherers, because he knows he's got plenty of food and gold. So this is really good under pressure like this. And seeing him manage his economy like this is a really, really good sign. Even if he loses a couple of villages, it doesn't matter. He knows Wade is at best on 2 town centers. There's no way you could have a third. And that second will be a hell of a lot more delayed than his. So I think Andres has managed to hold here. The town centers are like massive fortresses at this stage. We're age 3 now, so you know you can't really dive. In age 2, they 26 damage. Age 3, what are they up to? 35. So they hit really, really hard. Andres is starting that fishing economy as well, so everything has pretty much gone right for Andres here. And once again, the diplomat shines through. I don't know how Wade's going to try and hold on here, because he's 36 vills to 86 for Andres. He does have armory though, like he's got melee damage and both armors. Oh, he's even got range damage here. So he's got all of his age 2 upgrades, and his age 3 has finished. So he's got Axemen on the way, but it's going to be so difficult to hold on here, because he's going to have to try and mass up enough to deal with Andres. Andres has got a lot in the bank. He can go to age 4 very soon. Saving those gold gatherers. It's looking quite dire here. 96 to 38 vill count. So Wade's not actually down by that much army, but he doesn't have a huge amount of resources in the bank. That one Axeman's going to try and kill everything. Player getting research, but if Wade stops to invest in farms, he can't really transition to chariots here. Can't really get a whole lot of stables. Andre's looking to finish this one off, I think. GG. I mean, I probably could have restarted it earlier, but yeah. I just felt like because it was such a slow early game that probably didn't matter a huge deal. Wade had a lot of map control there.